Hey guys, it's JC Chandler back again. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope you've been creating something amazing. I am jumping on, and I got something good for you today, guys. I've been excited about this. I've been thinking about washi tape. I've done many videos on how to use washi tape, but I think this is going to be the first time I'm using one of my own blanks while I'm using the washi tape. So I'm excited, and I'm gonna try to make this quick, but you know how we get, it's a zen moment when I'm in my studio, and when I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. So if you can't watch the whole thing right now, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but if you can't watch the whole thing right now, please come back and continue watching. Every click counts. Before I go any further, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, old and new. I want to thank you for clicking play, commenting, sharing, being a part of that Facebook group. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys make my heart so happy. I am in Zen mode, and I am really ready to see what we can do with a couple of items. So let me tell you what we got. My voice is feeling a little scratchy. Hold please. Drink some water. I'm going to try not to edit this video because I want you guys to see every bit and piece. I may speed it up, maybe not, just don't know. We're going to go with the flow. Let me tell you what you're going to need if you want to do what I'm about to do here. First of all, washi tape. Now, not just any washi tape, it's got to have some good metallic pieces in it, right? This is from an, oh my gosh, this might be from a combination. This one doesn't even have enough, I don't think. But anyway, this is from a combination of purchases. So I couldn't tell you exactly which one is with which pack, but I will have a link to several washi tapes that I use. And if I can pinpoint some that we use today, I will do that. But the important part is that the metallic is there in your washi tape, because that's key for the design that I have in mind. Okay, use any washi tape you want. If you have just washi tape without any metallics, that's fine. And it doesn't have to be gold. It could be silver metallics. And I think they have some cover metallics. But anyway, bling it out. So you need washi tape. And I have this on this stick so it doesn't roll on me. But they're rolling anyway, aren't they? I think it's something, my thing is not level. Okay, so you need washi tape. You're going to need, today I'm using double-sided tape, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm not gluing nothing. Not today. I recently did a video with some beads and forgot how much I enjoy using double-sided tape as opposed to glue. So I've got a couple different sizes. I am about to run out, so that ain't good. Not happening. I'm about to buy some more. This is the 2-inch, I believe. Let me make sure. I believe this is the 2-inch width. Yes, 2-inch wide tape, and this one is 1 inch. Okay, we have larger and smaller pieces, so I wanted that. So that's the sizes I'm working with. You can use any blank you have. I would love it if you purchase some of mine. If you like them. If you don't, okay, my feelings will not be hurt. But I have more blanks other than these on the website, which will be down below. You're going to need some kind of way of staining the back of your wood blank. You don't have to, but I am going to stain in some way or another. I'll have a link to this. Love this. This is a great ink. You could also use a marker or a colored marker, or you can paint the back of your piece. So whatever you decide. I'm not gonna do the staining now. I think I'm gonna wait till a couple of steps in. What else do you need? Today I'm going to be using some resin. This is going to be probably a longer video, guys. So I love this resin, and it's the clear hard type. I highly recommend, if you're going to use UV resin, to get a thicker one, a low viscosity, or a clear hard type. It works best in my opinion. You're going to need a UV lamp. I have one from Let's Resin, but any UV lamp will do. You're going to need a tool to spread your resin. Uh-oh, I don't know where mine is. Let's see. This is not the one that I normally use, but it will do. I like it because it has a silicone tip. Let me wipe it down. I gotta find my wet wipes. Another thing you're gonna need, some wet wipes. What else you gonna need? Some Zen music if you like that. To help clean up, some either alcohol or water. Let's see, what else? I'm not sure if there's anything else, so let's just get started. Oh, duh, you're gonna need a sticky mat, something sticky to put your items on. These have been through it. Let me see if I have another cleaner one that looks better. This one is looking whack. But that means that I'm getting some good use out of them, so I'm not gonna worry about that. But I will clean this one up to the best of my ability. Sticky mat, I think that's it. Oh, a fingernail file. Why am I losing it? You're gonna need a fingernail file. This is going to be important. Some kind of way to get the edges of your blank clean, because you'll see what I'm talking about with the washi tape. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig in. I'm gonna keep these here because I want you guys to see what I'm using. I really need, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push this way. There we go. So they don't roll, because they wanna roll. All right, moving this out of the way. And what my plan is to come out of here with at least one 3-piece set, a pair of earrings and a pendant. So let's move these to the side. And this to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and clean. Let me get some more wet wipes. Excuse me, I'll be right with ya. Never ever run out of your wipes. And this is Kroger brand, nothing special. I don't use any fragrances. I use the one that doesn't have any smell. I don't believe this one has any alcohol. This isn't a baby wipe, it's just a wet wipe. Let's see how much comes off of here. Let's see. I hope I can still use this one. We shall see. It's still sticky. Let's see. All right, let's get these on here. So the first thing I want to do is find out which one I want to use. Now, I think I was thinking about this kind, like an animal print. You can use anything. I think a continuous one would work really well, but I think what I want to do, where is it? Is this one. Okay, so this is stuck here right now. I didn't mean to do that. So right now, let's see, this one's kind of sticky, but before we do any of that, we're gonna put some double-sided tape on here. And I'm going to lay this down, and this is just wide enough to fit right on that tape. So I'm gonna put both of these down here. Get as much out of my tape as I can, and then I'm just gonna rip it. All right, so let's do that. I probably should have given it a little more space. All right, so I'm gonna varnish this down with my trusty gift card. Use whatever you have. And this will keep it so it will stick. I'm gonna get a toothpick so I can get my hole in there right now. Dollar Tree. I think I've had this thing for a while. So the hole is right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and poke through. Poke through. And hopefully it'll stay stuck inside the hole. All right. So now the next thing I want to do to just make sure that everything's nice and neat, I'm gonna go ahead and file the edges right along the edge so I can peel this off. The files, as much as I can put in the description, I will. But most of the links to what I'm doing, if you don't see it in this video, it's more than likely in another video that is titled washi tape, just in case I forget a link here and there. Okay, so there we go. This is gonna take, yeah, so I want that as clean as possible on the edge, and that's why I didn't file, because we're gonna file off what we stained. So it didn't make any sense to go stain it first. I used to stain it first, then had to restain my edges. So I've learned along the years a couple of efficiencies. Don't want to do double work. This is how I used to put stuff on blanks before I was able to cut in my laser. Now you guys know that I'll put fabric on my blanks. I can put anything on the wood, and I can cut my own shapes. So I'm excited about that, because this part right here does hurt my hands if I do too many of them. Just the filing itself. So I haven't, that's a thing I should try. I haven't put washi tape on wood, then cut the shapes out in my laser. That I haven't done. That might be a video to come. So I'm not going very hard on this. And if you've seen my other videos, sorry if this bores you, but this is where I'm at today. Feeling like creating. All right. That's just me being persnickety about how clean I get this. Let me wipe this up because it is a hot mess. That's the only thing, another thing about the filing is it is a little messy. Tad bit dusty. All right. Let's get that. So now I've got these pieces ready for some, I could stain it now. Now I'm gonna have to file again because of how these might come onto the blank. So I'm not gonna stain again just yet. I think I'm gonna stain a couple more steps, but I really want to do this. So let's peel this off. I just trimmed my nails down. Oh, they were getting too long, and I'm not a high maintenance nail kind of gal, so I had to get rid of them. It messes with my creativity. So I'm gonna put this on as close to the edge as possible. That tape is sticky. Oh my. Very sticky. So now I'm gonna do this. Oh boy, more filing. Let me do a paper towel right here because that's gonna catch everything. Let me do this one too so I can file them both at the same time. If you don't like seeing a mess on camera, look away. Look away, look away. All right, here we go. Sticky, see how sticky that is? All right, where are we? Let's do this again. Nope, didn't do it the way I wanted it to. The shape is funky. All right. There we go. I might need to move that over. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Nice and graceful, aren't I? Okay, now let's go ahead and get a little more filing so you can see what this is gonna look like. And this isn't gonna take as much filing because it is thinner than the tape. So it's gonna be easy peasy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna love this. Yes, Hunter, yes. There we go. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's gonna look even better when we get the edges stained. And now I'm gonna pay attention to the edges and get nice and smooth. And one thing about washi tape, when you're about to do the resin, the resin will pull off the edges of the washi tape. Now, there's a couple of reasons that will happen. It could be all the finger oils, right? I used to think that it was resin just didn't like washi tape because of all the foils and the smooth, slick surface. And that's possibly part of it. But I think a good part of what I was seeing in my earlier days of using resin and washi tape was my fingerprints, my finger oils. So what I'm going to do before I put any resin on top of this is I'm going to wipe it down with some alcohol. Let me push this through. Get that hole in there. Don't forget the hole. All right, so we got the holes. We got the, look at that. That's beautiful. All right. Now, let me move this over. I'm gonna do more filing, I'm sure, but let's just move this over. Okay. And I'm going to wipe it down just in case I forget. I hope I'm not wiping it off. All right, there we go. So there's that. I think what I want to do is go ahead and brush on just one thin coat of resin. If you've seen me do this before, you know that I do this. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I do this to let that first layer get onto the blank so that the next layer will have something to grip on after it's cured. And usually this is when I will notice the resin pulling away on that first layer. So let's see what happens here. I'm just gonna put a dab. I don't want a whole lot. Hopefully it won't pull away as much now that I've wiped it down with some alcohol, but I'm expecting that it will. And like I said, just a little bit. That little dab I'm going to use for both. Now I've done this before and I have some almost spider web like design. By the time I finished curing it, the resin was pulling away during the curing process, and it made such a great pattern in the resin. I don't know if you can see if it's pulling away, and I just didn't want to bother it, so it's doing the same thing. So let me go ahead and cure this right now, really quick. Put this over the light. Cover the eyes. Gotta cover the eyes. Okay, now while we wait for this, I think I'm gonna put some tape on here. So let's put this over here. I'm gonna put some tape on here, and I'm gonna use the thicker one because I don't really want to have to use two pieces. So let's see, I'm running out. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. Amazon is not as quick as they used to be, and for me, in the design, I'm in Zen mode right now, and I really want to make sure I don't run out of stuff because I have events and I want to create some stuff specifically for those events. So I might have to go ahead and get this ordered. Let's see. Get me some 2-inch double-sided sticky tape. Y'all know how much I love that stuff. All right, let me get my card. I got a lot of stuff going on this table. Oops, don't you move. All right, let's go ahead and do this. My hope is that this will be a piece that is absolutely leveled up by the time we're finished with it. So let's go ahead and get this done. And this 2-inch tape is so much thicker, so much stickier, so much messier. So I'm using the coarser side instead of the thinner side. These files are lifesavers. I use them a lot. And I bought a lot. I bought like a package of like 100, I think. Okay, so that light went off, but let me finish what I'm doing here. And then we'll pay attention to what's happening over there. And this shape is definitely, it's got its curves, but it's pretty easy to get this tape off. And I'm gonna use this. All right, I'll fine tune that in just a minute. See how that stuff, this one is stickier. So it does take a little bit more, just a little bit. And there we go. I'll get the hole in just a minute. Let me move this out the way. Let's see what's happening with this. So I see the pattern that I was telling you guys about. See that? That's from it pulling away. Now that there's something there, it shouldn't pull away as much, but I always do multiple layers on my resin, so that's not an issue. So next layer is a little thicker. That's a little too much. I'm gonna have to put something under this tile because it's getting stuck to my sorry, y'all know when I get to resining, I stop talking. I need a piece of paper to put under here so I can move it around. Okay, there we go. But I still need to lift it. Yeah, guys, resining is such a relaxing thing for me. I already told y'all in the beginning, I'm in my zen. I figured I'd share the zen with you guys and record a video. All right, so that's that. We're gonna do another zap of the light. Let's cover the eyes. And then, where's my toothpick? We're going to poke a hole. Let me see, is this, I'm not gonna worry about the edge too much because we're gonna wind up doing it when we put this this on here. But I will use the weeding tool to start the hole so it doesn't push the tape in. Because it, like I said, it's thicker. All right, there we go. The hole is there. Might even want to do this. Oh, there it is. Okay, now let's get some washi tape on this one. There. There we go. Get that off of there. See how stuck to my fingers already. All right. Now, let's see. I'm gonna do it this way first. Then down this way. And a teeny bit more over here. So let me take this. Let's get the most out of our washi tape, okay? So I'm gonna take this piece. And hopefully it will be enough. Ah, I probably should have cut it. Let me just cut it. Trying to be all cute. Give it a nice clean edge. And then do that. Now, if you have some wider washi tape, by all means use it. I have some, but it didn't have the patterns that I wanted, right? So let me varnish this down. Even though that tape ain't no joke, man. So let me file this down. And then we'll get some resin on top of it as well. So I can use the thinner side of this file to get the washi tape off. There we go. Got a little bit of tape residue. So it's very important that you don't let that tape residue stay there, because it will affect how your resin goes on. If you have some tape residue under your washi tape just hanging out, your resin might grab onto it and fall over the side. If you use resin, you know what I mean when I say grab onto it. All right, so this is good. This one's ready for resin. We're gonna have to wipe off our fingerprints to make sure that it's not an issue, but let's put that there. I love this. This is gonna be beautiful. I almost wish I had stained it first so that the gold could pop, but we might do one more just to see what it would. Yeah, let's do that. First, let's check this out. All over the place, all over the place. Let's see. Now this, okay, that's cured to a point where I'm ready to put in one more coat and dome it. Look at that. I love that. But what I'm gonna do is sit this here. We're gonna wipe this down with a baby wipe this time. Just wipe it down. And dry it off. Nice and, oop, I touched it. Okay, nice and dry. Let's see if I got enough on here to just, oh, I did not do my hole. Let's get that hole. I'm gonna do this one too, because it's bigger. All right, got my hole. Let's paint this resin on here. Guys, I don't believe that I'm going to be doing any editing to this video. Just FYI. So if you have to skip along, feel free. Alright, this is a lot more than I think I wanted on here. So let me do this. Alright. Under the light it goes. Let's do that. And you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to do another pair with the stain. That's what I'm gonna do. I want to see what it would do, what it would look like if I stained it with, I'm gonna stain it with the black marker because that dries quicker. And then I'm gonna put the double-sided tape on there. Oh, this is drying out. Not cool. Not cool. I know I got another one around here somewhere. Let's see if this works. Now, I'm gonna stain the back for sure, but I'm thinking this gold is gonna pop more because the tape is almost see-through, almost, right? So let's see what happens. I just need a darker background. I hope it fills in. My markers are trying out on me. Oh man, I might have had them for a minute though. They last a long time. Okay, let's let this dry and see what happens. I just need it to have a dark background. Oops. If you don't have one of these silicone mats, get one, baby, because you can clean it up so easy, so easy. Let's see. This is ready. So I'm gonna do this. This is ready, ready, ready. Look how it pulled away. And that is a pretty design if that's what I was looking for. I'm not doing, I have some ideas of what I could do when it pulls away like this, so that'll be in another video. But let me do, oh Lord, I dropped the brush over here. Why y'all didn't tell me? Okay. That was not smart, Jack-o'-lantern. I got resin over there somewhere. I'm sure of it. I'm trying to get this one to the point of ready to dome like the others. Put this on. And then we'll put it under the light. I like to dab it instead of brushing it on the second coat so that because of the raised areas, the resin will fall right into the lower ones that we just saw. So let's put this back under. And then, see how I flip-flop? This is how I'm in my studio. On a regular basis, I'm in my studio doing this. Because I don't like to sit and wait. Sitting and waiting, even though this takes no time. So we're gonna put some tape on here. Let's do this. Put some tape on here. And then we're gonna put the same exact, please tell me, okay, I was about to say, please tell me I didn't lose it. The same exact washi tape on here. Jack-o'-lantern. I'm talking to myself sometimes. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Too close. I need some room to file or cut. All right. Do that. Do this. Time to file again. If I could find a different way and not file this, I haven't thought about it, really. Haven't really thought about it. You can probably use your Dremel to get this filed away, but got a feeling you don't want your Dremel to get all sticky. All right. See if I can get a lot of this done close to the time that that resin light will go off. So you want to make sure when you're using your double-sided tape and file that you have more files, because I already know what this is going to do. See, it's going to leave some kind of sticky residue, and it probably won't be good for filing your nails after. So don't use your good ones. Don't use your good file for this. I buy these emery boards specifically for the craft room. And I use a metal one for my nails when I get ready to chop them down. So that light went off, but I'm not gonna stop right here. I'm gonna wait until I'm done, then I'll get that from under the lamp. All right, let's smooth it out a little, get the residue off. Now, if your hands or your dexterity is challenged by holding something like this and filing, I'm just gonna warn you right now, it's taking a toll on my hands just a teeny bit. I'll get through the video, but if you plan on doing multiple pairs of earrings like this, just keep in mind, get all the filing done in one shot, I say. And then you can come back to the other pieces, because it can be a challenge on the hands, that's for sure. Which is why I believe I'm going to try out laser. I'm gonna cut laser with washi tape and see what happens. It should be the bomb. All right, let's see what this is gonna do. Well, all right, yes. This is ready. Let me do something. It's got a little rough spot. Because I'm putting another coat on here, I can get rid of the rough edges. That's what I'm gonna do now, because I can feel it. It's a little rough, and I think that's because the sticky part of the tape is, remember I said it'll mess with how you get the resin on? It's almost like when you have fabric and the fibers are poking up. All right, there, nice and smooth for now. Let's see, I'm gonna do these just for good measure. Not all of them need it. And if you're not as finicky as I am, you ain't gotta do this. This is me in my zen, and this is how I do it. So you do you, boo. If you don't want to do all this, don't do it. All right, very good, very good, very good. Okay. Now, before we move any further, I think what I'm going to do, let's get these out of the way over here. I'm going to put this over here, and let's get this dust up, because it is dusty over here from all that filing. So let's do that. Get all that filing dust up. See See how easy that is to clean? All right, so what are we doing now? Oops. I'm going to take this and this. Here's the big one. What happened to it? There it is. And this. Now we're gonna put some washi tape on this one. Yes, we're going back and forth. Yes, that's how we do. That's how I do. Poke and poke. All right, now let's get some washi tape on here. Then how many strips did I have? It would be nice if I could only need one, but that's not going to be the case. Where's the opening? There it is. Okay. There you are. That's not cool. Oh, look at, y'all ain't saying nothing to me. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. You see what I'm doing and you ain't said a word. You didn't say a word. Oh, come on now. There we go. Oh no. Maybe I had it wrong. Yeah, it does make a difference. All right, let's just see. I think it makes a difference. We'll see once we get them all done. What you think? I think it's gonna make a difference. All right, let's get this. Very nice. All right, varnish that down. Oh. Okay, now let's see if scissors will help just a little bit more. Then I can go ahead and get the big filing done. That's just me. Low maintenance. I don't like a whole lot of work when I'm creating. If I can eliminate some steps. So let's see. I mean, if I wanted to be picky, I could still use these, but I'm not gonna do that. Let's just put it over here. Now we're gonna file. Back on the tissue again. I'm so glad I saved it. Okay. And then we're gonna dome these and then get these to the point where once we get them all domed, we're gonna see which one. See if that black made a difference. Comment below and let me know if you think it's gonna make a difference. Or if you think it makes a difference already. I think I see a difference. All right. Get some of that sticky off. Okay. So there's that. Nice and smooth. Okay. Smooth. A little sticky. We don't want sticky. All right, we're gonna put this over here. All right, Jackie, stop it. Cool. All right, now we're gonna dome these. We should be done with the filing for now. Thank God. No more filing. We got that. What is that? We're going to get our resin tool now. It's not a resin tool. I don't know what this is, but it's what I use to put my resin on or to spread the resin. You can use whatever you choose. Move some stuff out the way. Let's put this. You know what I'd like to do though? I want to stain the edges. That's what I want to do. Stain the edges, and I'm not done with filing because I hate that hard edge. So I'm gonna do it over here. Really quickly, just get that little edge, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So when the pieces are cut, it's a very, very sharp edge here, and all I'm doing is knocking that off just a little. Just a little. So that when it touches your skin, it doesn't feel hard or coarse or rigid, right? All right, cool. That's enough of me and my ADD. So what I'd like to do is stain the edges. So I'm going to use one of these browns. Let's see. One of these stains. I think I'm going to do the black one on this one. And then I'm going to do the brown one on this one. So I love these for the edges because I can just run it along the side just like that. I don't think this is the color I really wanted, but no going back. I should have went with the lighter one, but it is what it is. All right, so the stain on the edge is there. So let's see if you see the difference. This one's been used a lot. That's why this is falling apart here. And I like going almost toward the front so the edge will get a little, almost like a rustic look to it. And the good thing is I'm doing it now so that if there's any fingerprints on the resin, it's happening now. Because I'm squeezing the heck out of this thing. So let me know if you see a difference. Edges, no edges. I think it makes a difference. All right. Keep going. Of course, you can use whatever you want, whatever you have. My fingers are getting messy, but that's all part of the business. All right. Now, if you've been watching me, you know that I like to spin my tile around while I'm working with the resin. So hopefully that won't bother you. I'm gonna put the stain on here now. If it does, I apologize in advance. It is part of my process. I don't want to make you dizzy, but I spin it around so that I don't have to get up and look all over the place. So this is going to be nice. I'm just rubbing it on the edge, right where that is. See, now it's gone. Trying to get the back as well. Just that right there will get. Oops. And there's that one. Oh, that one had a lot on it. There's the two. We'll see them at the end. I think I'm gonna just keep going until I'm done. I'm gonna keep going until it's done. Okay. Because that's how we do it. Alright, now let's do some stuff. Final coat of resin is the plan here. We shall see. I'm gonna try and hit them all right now. So forgive the spinning. Drop it right down the middle. And then I pull it around to the edge. Now, I just thought of something. The ink that I just put on there, the resin might pull away from it. Darn it, I hope it doesn't. But it might. Especially, you know what? I didn't even wipe it down either because I was touching it. My fingers. My finger oils. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do much more than this. I might want to dumb it. I'm sorry. I might want to put one more. I might want to put one more coat on that. We'll see. I think I might have put too much. Sometimes I get a little happy with this resin. Oops, almost went in the hole. This is why I spin it, so I don't mess around and put it in the hole. I have done that and I've messed up a great piece of work. Yeah, I think this one's pulling. Yeah. Okay, that looks great. Nope, not pulling. Good stuff. Let's see what I can do with this one. Okay. Let's do this first. Holes. Tricky. Sometimes I will resin the back if I stain them, and I'm thinking I might do that, but I don't think I'll do it in a video. I'll stain the resin and stain the backs of the black ones. Probably. We'll see. Very nice, very nice. So I believe I have a fan aimed right at my head. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do a flame. Let's get some of these bubbles. If there's bubbles, I don't see any. Cool, I thought the fan was gonna blow this out. Okay, let's see what's happening now, y'all. We're gonna put that there, that there, and this here. I'm gonna put that on for 3 minutes because I don't want any reason for it to not cure. Okay, now, what are we doing? What are we doing? This. We gotta wipe this down. And I'm gonna stain the back. I'm gonna use the stain instead of a marker. And this is how I used to stain the backs before I started using the marker. I would take this pad and press on it and just go over it like that. And this is ink, if you didn't know. And these have refills. I think I'm gonna leave that just like that. Let's see. The wood grain is awesome in that. All right, so I'm gonna leave that just like that and let it dry. Because it's ink, it takes a little bit, so I'm gonna put it in front of the fan because I wanna do this right. Okay. All right. What are we doing next? I want to try another. I'm not gonna do a whole lot more. We're already at an hour, so let's just not experiment anymore and finish what we got, Jack. Finish what we are working on. So this video is definitely longer than I expected, and that's okay. If you're still here, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. If you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the community. If you're not a part of the Facebook group, the link is below. Join that community. It's a smaller community, and there's some awesome people over there, and I'd love to have you there. All right, so let's see what this looks like here. Oh, buddy. I think this is it. I think this is it. Look at that. Yes, Hansi. I don't think I'm doing anything else to that, with the exception. Oh, I'm not gonna do it today, but I really want to put a back on that. I need something on the back. Yeah, this is nice. Yep, I need something on the back. I can't let it stay like that. It would bother me so bad. So I'm gonna do it just like I did the black one. And it can stay rustic. I don't need it to be a full coat. See that? But I can't. It just doesn't look finished to me if I don't put something on it. There we go. Come on, baby. You're looking good, doll. Looking good. There we go. Now that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. When I first started with wood blanks, I didn't realize the difference it would make to finish the back. When I watched some of the people in certain Facebook groups, it just didn't happen. People didn't finish the backs. And when I did, I don't know who I saw do it. I might have done it, then I saw someone, then I started seeing it. I started seeing people doing it, and I don't know, I didn't start a trend. Maybe it was on my radar then. And so I started seeing it. But that to me is a finished product. If I want to resin it, I can, but I think I'm gonna leave it just like that. I like this. I like this set. Let me see what ear wires or hardware I'm gonna use. So let me run over to the other side of my office. Hold please. I would really love to use gold. All right, let's see. I don't use gold a lot. Let me close this up before I knock it over. I don't use gold a lot, but it would be nice to have some gold. I don't have the pinch bells that I want. Darn. All right, I might have to edit this last part because I want that pinch bell. Alright, so I don't have the pinch bell. I can't find it. I know I got it in gold somewhere around here. So let's just work with what we got. Darn. That was going to make it. So we're going to do this. We're gonna do a couple of different things here. I'm going to use 2 of these. Let me see if it'll work. I don't know if this is the largest jump ring I have. Okay, this was going to work. I'm using my hands, but you don't have to. Use your equipment that you have. Let's see. Use my tools for this one. Make sure that's closed. My fingers are nasty looking from the ink, so forgive me, guys. Y'all saw what I've been up to. It's not dirt. It's art. Alright, so now I'm going to twist this. Oh, it's on backwards. I put it on backwards. There we go. I'm gonna twist this now. Then I'm gonna open it. It's hard to tell with these. There we go. Now, where's my earring cards? These are not my earring cards. Nope. I need my cards so y'all can see what it looks like. Oh, you're making a mess, darling. Hey, these are my earring cards because I've made mine longer. Look at the difference. I made mine longer, and I have my information on the back. So there's that. Look at those. I love that. Okay, we're gonna make this a necklace, so let me find a necklace to put on it. I'm gonna put this on it. Let me get this on. Hold on, I gotta get closer. Now, let's do this. I don't have mine with the side slots yet. Haven't made them just yet. So I'm gonna use this one. And there's our finished products. Look at that. So this is washi tape and wood blanks. What you think? I like it. Let's see. I'm trying to get the light right so you can see it. Let's see. There you go. Got that metallic blinking. Alright guys, that is all I have for you today. This was a long one, but I am so happy, if you're still here, that you hung out with me. And I hope that you got something out of this video, and I hope there's something that you will use from this video. And then go take it and make something amazing. I will see you soon. Bye.